مدارس الطالب الذكي. القرآن حياتنا نحو جيل إسلامي أمثل.
In the name of Allah, dear students of the Smart Student School, welcome again in our English online course. Students in grade 6 English word class, are you ready for our lesson today? Yes, let's start. Do you remember the present perfect continuous tense? Do you remember the lesson that you learned from the previous video? Yes. Who can tell me the form of the sentence? Excellent. Subject, has or have, been, verb with ing and object. Let's study this example. Who can read? Yes, very good. He has been playing basketball. Where is the subject? Excellent. He is the subject. Where is the verb? Very good. Has been playing. Yes. Has been playing. This is the verb in present perfect continuous. And the object basketball. Very good. Look at the picture and say the sentence. He has been playing basketball. This is mean that he started playing in the past and he's still playing until now. When we want to ask how long something has been happening in present perfect continuous tense, we use for and since. Yes, try to read this. We use for and since to say how long something has been happening. Look, here we have since and for. What's the difference between since and for? We use since when we say the start of a period, like since Monday, since 2020, since 8 o'clock. Look at the example here. I've been waiting since 8 o'clock. This is mean you started waiting at 8 o'clock until now. What about for? A period of time. We use for with a period of time. Look, 2 hours, 6 weeks, or 3 years. This is the whole period. I've been waiting for 2 hours. I waited you for 2 hours. Okay? Let's practice. Write for or since. Read the sentence and tell me which is the correct for or since. It has been raining 2 hours. Very good. For 2 hours. Because this is the period of time. 2 hours. Number 2. Mr. Ali has lived in London 10 years. Look at 10 years. This is the started period, the start period, or the period of time. 10 years. For or since? Excellent. For. Mr. Ali has lived in London for 10 years. Number 3. They have been working in a shop 2015. Look at this time, 2015. This is the start point or period, or this is the whole period? Very good. This is the start of the period. So we use for or since. Excellent. Since. Number 4. We have been playing tennis this morning. Look at this morning. For or since, for this morning or since this morning? Great, since this morning. How long? Here we are going to study how we can use how long to ask a question. Look. How long is used to ask questions about amounts of periods of time. Is used to ask questions about amounts or periods of time. Look at the form of the question with how long. At the first, how long, has or have, subject, been, verb with ing, complement, and at the end question mark. At the first, how long, has or have, according to the subject, then been, verb with ing, complement, and at the end of the question we write, very good, question mark. Now let's practice in your workbook. Open your workbook, page 74. Activity 2. Write questions for the answers. Here we have answers and we want to write questions with how long. At the first, let's remember how long, the form of the questions with how long, then has or have, after that subject, been, very good, verb with ing, and at the end question mark. Yes. Look at number 1. Here, the answer is the baby has been sleeping for 6 hours. So, the question we start with how long. After how long? Excellent, great. Has, and the subject, the baby, very good. How long has the baby been sleeping, and question mark. So the question, how long has the baby been sleeping? The answer, the baby has been sleeping for 6 hours. Number 2, the boys have been arguing all afternoon. Yes, we start with, very good, how long, and then, very good, have, how long, have, the boys, very good, been, arguing, very good, and the question mark. How long have the boys been arguing? Yes, the boys have been arguing all afternoon. Now, number 3 and 4, try to do this and send to your teacher to correct. Activity 3. Complete the sentence. Complete the sentences with for or since. Do you remember when we use for and since? Very good. For the whole period, but since the start of, excellent, period. Number 1. Uncle Karim has been flying planes 10 years. Pay attention. 10 years. This is the whole period or the start of period. Excellent. This is the whole period. So the correct answer is great. 4. Uncle Karim has been flying planes for 10 years. Number 2. The girls have been playing tennis 2 o'clock. Pay attention. 2 o'clock. This is the start of the period or whole period. 2 o'clock. Great. This is the start of the period. So the correct is very good. Since. So the girls have been playing tennis since 2 o'clock. Number 3 and 4, this is your homework for this lesson. Activity 4. Answer the questions. This is activity you are going to do with your parents. Yes, let your parents ask you these questions. We have 3 questions here, and let your parents ask you these 3 questions and try to answer this, then write in your workbook. This is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for listening, and I hope all of you understand the lesson. Thank you again, and goodbye.